Admiral Zixthera watched the blue marble of Earth through the viewing portal of her flagship, the Dominion's Edge. After 3 cycles of careful observation, the hegemony had deemed humanity ready for subjugation. Their primitive technology, their divided nations, their endless wars, it should have been simple. The humans were barely past their industrial age, still burning fossil fuels and squabbling over resources like savages. "Begin the demonstration," she commanded, her scaled fingers dancing across the control interface. The first wave struck New York, London, and Tokyo simultaneously. Plasma beams carved through skyscrapers like hot knives through ice. The humans' crewed aircraft fell from the sky like dying insects. Within hours, their communication networks collapsed, their governments scattered, and their military forces lay in ruins. Zixthera allowed herself a moment of satisfaction. The hegemony's conquest protocols had never failed. First, demonstrate overwhelming superiority. Second, offer terms of surrender. Third, establish planetary governance under hegemony rule. Simple, efficient, proven across 1,000 worlds. She activated the planetary broadcast system, her words transmitted to every surviving device on Earth. "Humans of the third planet," her voice echoed across the wounded world. "You have witnessed the power of the galactic hegemony. Your resistance is futile. Submit to our authority, and your species will be spared further suffering. You have 72 of your rotational periods to respond." Then they waited. What happened next defied every xenological study in the hegemony's vast archives. Instead of surrendering, the humans did something unprecedented. They united. Dr. Sarah Chen, formerly of the destroyed Beijing Institute, emerged from the rubble of her laboratory carrying a prototype quantum communicator she'd been developing for civilian use. Within days, she had jury-rigged a global network using salvaged components and sheer determination. In the ruins of Mumbai, engineer Rajesh Patel welded together the first human combat mech using construction equipment and military hardware, its design inspired by ancient stories of warriors and modern dreams of giants. From the ashes of destroyed military bases, soldiers who had been enemies just days before now shared ammunition and tactical knowledge. Russian Spetsnaz worked alongside American Marines. Israeli and Palestinian fighters stood shoulder to shoulder against a common enemy. But it was the children who surprised Zixthera the most. 12-year-old Marcus Thompson, whose family had died in the London strike, hacked into the hegemony's lower-tier communication frequencies using nothing but a modified gaming console and an unshakable rage. The intelligence he provided proved invaluable. 8-year-old Akiko Tanaka, orphaned in Tokyo, organized supply runs through the city's devastated subway system, her small size and knowledge of the tunnels making her invisible to hegemony sensors. Across the planet, similar stories multiplied. Humanity wasn't breaking, it was forging itself into something harder. "Admiral," Communication Officer Veltar reported, mandibles clicking nervously, "we're detecting unusual energy signatures from the human settlements." Zixthera studied the readings with growing unease. The humans were building, not just rebuilding, building something new. Their technology was evolving at an impossible rate, as if the pressure of near extinction was compressing centuries of innovation into months. "They're adapting our own energy signatures," Science Officer Krelon observed, 6 eyes blinking in succession. "Somehow they're reverse engineering our weapons from the aftermath of our attacks." The first human counterattack came on the 68th day. They called it Operation Phoenix Rising. Sarah Chen's quantum network coordinated simultaneous strikes on 17 hegemony ground installations. Rajesh Patel's mech designs, now mass-produced in underground factories, emerged from sewers and subway tunnels like mechanical demons. The humans had weaponized everything, their vehicles, their infrastructure, even their entertainment systems. But what truly shocked Zixthera was their tactics. Where other species fought with cold logic or primal desperation, humans fought with something else entirely. They fought with hope made manifest, with love transformed into fury, with the kind of protective instinct that turned ordinary beings into forces of nature. A human mother named Maria Santos, single-handedly held off a hegemony patrol for 3 hours to protect a shelter full of children, using improvised explosives and pure determination. When reinforcements finally arrived, they found her standing over the bodies of 12 hegemony warriors, bloodied but unbroken. A retired teacher called Professor Williams turned his rural school into a command center, coordinating resistance movements across 3 continents using ham radios and encyclopedic knowledge of guerrilla warfare gleaned from historical texts. "Admiral," Veltar's voice cracked, "our casualties are approaching 30%. The humans, they're not following any known combat doctrine. They're improvising faster than our tactical computers can predict." Zixthara stared at the tactical displays in disbelief. Every projection showed the same impossible reality. Humanity was winning. On day 71, she received an unexpected transmission. "This is Dr. Sarah Chen, representing the United Earth Resistance." The human's image appeared on the view screen, her face bearing scars from the initial attack, but her eyes blazing with unconquerable will. "We believe you have something that belongs to us." "And what might that be, human?" "Our planet, our freedom, our future." Chen's smile was sharp as broken glass. "We're prepared to offer you the same choice you gave us. Leave our system within 72 hours and we'll let you go. Stay and we'll show you what happens when you try to break humanity." Behind Chen, Zixthara could see the impossible. A massive space-capable vessel constructed from salvaged hegemony technology and human ingenuity, its hull bearing the insignia of a phoenix rising from flames. "You cannot threaten us," Zixthara snarled. "We are the Galactic Hegemony." "You were," Chen replied quietly. "But you made one critical error in your assessment of our species. You thought suffering would break us. Instead, it taught us that we're capable of anything when we have something worth fighting for." The transmission ended. 71 hours later, the hegemony fleet departed Earth system, carrying with them reports that would shake the foundations of galactic civilization. They had encountered something new in the cosmos, a species that grew stronger under pressure, that united in the face of extinction, that turned their love for each other into an unstoppable weapon. They had tried to break humanity. Instead, they had awakened something that would never sleep again. And across the galaxy, on 1,000 conquered worlds, other species began to hear whispers of the humans who had said no to the stars themselves, and won.